Let's talk about the last 6 remaining blocks from my Make 9 2024. We're going to be talking about the jackets, the pants, and the sets, all right? So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you the last 6 blocks that I plan on completing this month. Well, when you're seeing this, when I say this month, we're still in February at the recording of this video, but when you're seeing this, it's probably March, okay? So when I say this month, I'm talking about the month of March. I plan on completing the rest of my Make 9 2024 for the first board. If you have not been paying attention, I have 3 boards in primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. This one I'm gonna focus on mainly red and pink to complete that board because February is almost out and the patterns that I wanna use are finally at my house, all right? So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour, Terve. If you are returning, you guys know what to do. Quick snack, something to drink. You may want your notebook, but you may not need it for this video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so this video is talking about the remaining items that I will be sewing for the rest of March and to put into the rest of this Make 9 board. Now, you guys have seen 3 items. Well, you guys actually only seen 2. I'll drop the link when I show the reveal of the 3. One was in the washing machine, which was the cami. You guys will see that when I take photos. So before you even say, Rochelle, now you know you wrong. Yes, I get it, but it was super cold and it's still cold in the morning in order to take some photos, but we're gonna try to get some photos done over the weekend when it's hotter weather, okay? Also, I'm just gonna take all my photos in a matter of a week time frame once I complete the rest of the 6 garments, so you could see it by the end of March, okay? So I'm just giving you guys that. So it's probably gonna be several takes in between to get all the photos taken so you guys are able to see. So the first one that I did was the top. That pattern was Simplicity 1366, the cami. Moving over to the next square was the dress. And that dress that I completed on live is New Look 6653. So I want to say it correctly because I know when I did the reveal of the 3 makes, I said 6553. I do apologize, but it's 6653. All right, for the dress. And then moving over one other square to the right is the coat. And the coat I did for the So What series, and that pattern is Butterick 6720. All right, so now let's move down just a little bit. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen, and I think I have it in my brain of which ones are across or whatever. Going across, middle row, first square is the jacket. And that jacket, I'm going to be sewing more than one jacket. So I'm gonna share the patterns at the table, but I'll be sewing 2 jackets. Both of them are kind of like blazers, so I'm going to be sewing that, and I'll share the pattern when I get over to the table. The free space will be a sew along that's coming up on the channel as part of the So What series. Yes, love the pattern that you guys select. So I do appreciate that. So that will be that free space, which would be the 2-piece, all right? Which when I use the free space, it has to be a 2-piece. One of the squares will not be used this month, and I'll share that here shortly. Now moving over to the right, just a tad bit, that square I believe is the shorts. And for this month, I am doing a pair of shorts in the color red, and I will be using a pattern for that. Now, the shorts, it's going to still be a little cold, but it might warm up by the time I take the photos. So I will be showing you guys a pair of shorts that I will be using. Dropping down to the 3rd row, the first square is the pants, and that will be part of the jacket and the pair of pants that I will be making. All right, moving over to the center will be the skirt. I'm up in the air on a skirt pattern that I want to use. but I'm thinking of using one of the newer simplicity patterns for that, and then ending off the jumpsuit. So this month, when I say this month, I'm still talking about February, but into March for this collection, I will not put a jumpsuit, because the jumpsuit that I wanted to do was Brittany J. Jones pattern for Black History Month. The patterns just basically, they arrived at Joann's, but Joann's did not put them on the floor until it was a little too late. And I didn't have time to actually finish, even start it. So not doing the jumpsuit, which is why I'm using the free space. All right. So now that I talked about the board, let's go ahead and get over to my table so I can show you the fabrics and the patterns that I will be pairing with it to complete the entire collection. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the last 6 items that I plan on sewing up as part of my red and pink board, Make 9 2024, Make 24 and 2024. All right, so you guys know we're gonna be talking about some jackets, pants, and sets. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of show you my thought process. All right. So first things first, I want to show you some of the patterns, if I have them already picked out, and the fabric pairing as well. Now this one, I do have the fabric, but I'm not showing you guys that because I want it to be a surprise on the colors that I'm going to be using. Now, this pattern just came out, and I'm going to put all the patterns up on the screen so you don't have to ask, right? Okay. So moving forward, all my videos will have the pattern up on the screen, but this one just came out, and I want to pair this, in this collection because it just came out. And I think, the way that they have this would be perfect for me to do as a quick throw on dress. Now, yes, I did do a dress with like Ankara print, animal print, and it's amazing. And I feel like I'm pulling the colors out of that to do this dress right here. I'm not going to show you the fabric, but this will be also in the red and pink collection. All right. Moving over to, let's talk about the jacket. So the jacket that I plan on doing, here is the main shell fabric for this. Okay. For the jacket. And I did purchase some lining. Now, I haven't washed this one because I just purchased this over the weekend. And I want to show you the lining. Tell me, what do you guys think about this lining and this jacket? Okay, so this light pink is going to be for a blazer. I'm going to show you the pattern here, but here in a second. But this is the lining that I want to use with this fabric. Now, this lining was picked up from Joann's, and the main fabric was also picked up from Joann's as well. So I think this would pair together so nice. Now, I know that this lining fabric has purple in it. However, you're not going to actually see it, but my main fabric, I want it to be a light pink. Now, the pattern that I'm going to be using is Simplicity 9825 for this one. This has been on my list to sew. I wanted to sew this in the fall. I didn't get around to it because I was sick when it came out. So this pattern is already cut, sides up, and ready to go. I just need to cut the fabric and get started. All right. But this is another pattern that I want to use as part of my board for the jacket. All right. So let's talk about another jacket. Now, moving over from the jacket, because this will be a jacket, but this will also be a 2-piece set. Now, I'm showing you the fabric only because I have a few patterns in mind. I do not have the actual pattern that I want to. I have not honed down on one specific pattern yet for this fabric, but this will be a pair of pants as well as a blazer. Now, I have looked at a few patterns that I want to do. Instead of me sharing a whole bunch of patterns with you, when I know exactly which pattern, I will share that with you in the collection. All right. But this will be a 2-piece set as part of a jacket and pair of pants, which will be 4 and 5. So if you go down the main row at the bottom, that bottom row, first column, it will be a pair of pants, and this is what I will be using to do that. All right. The next thing I plan on doing, now I know you're going to say, this is super floral. How is this fitting in a pink and red collection? Well, this is not going in necessarily the collection, but it's going in the collection because this will be used as my free space. And in the free space, I could do whatever I want, right? So this would be pretty much part of spring break, okay? And I feel like I'm going to do a two-piece set. I do have the pattern in mind, but because this will be part of the So What series that's going to be dropping pretty soon, that sew along, I do not want to share the pattern that won. But yes, the voting have closed for the two-piece set, and this is the fabric that I will be using for that. All right, moving over to the next thing. So the next thing as part of this red and pink board is a top. Now I'm just wanting to use the rest of this, so I'm just gonna make a top. Now you guys know I did a skirt using McCall's 8044, so I just want to use the rest of this fabric and make a matching top to use up the rest of the fabric. And when I made 8044, you guys know that I talked about McCall's 8043. So I think what I'm going to do is actually do view B on this pattern, and or maybe view A. I think I might do view A. Yes, I think I'm going to do view A and have that bow in the back or in the front. I'm not 100% sure, but it's easy to sew, and all I need is 9 3/8 inch buttons, which means that your girl is going to be using a 1/2 inch buttons instead of 3/8, because I have a lot of 1/2 inch buttons. But that's what I plan on doing for this. If there's anything left, I will probably make a cami or something like that. But this is the next thing as part of just a top to utilize the rest of this. And it goes with the skirt, which will be part of the skirt as well. All right, moving over to the next thing. So let's go to the next block, which is part of this series, which would be shorts. And I have done these shorts before. Now this, you probably can't see it in the camera, but this is a red linen is what this fabric is. However, I plan on using Aronica B. Cole's or Needle in the Bells pattern. I have done this pattern before. I did this pattern last summer for Simplicity. I think it was Simplicity, Let's Sew Barbie, or Black Sewing Network, one or the other. And I created view B, the shorts. Amazing. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see that. So I just feel like I should do it again, and that would be view B, the shorts on this one, and just make it just some plain solid red shorts. And I want to pair these shorts with the top that I made on live, which was McCall's 8386. I'll go ahead and put that up on the screen so you're able to see. So that is the option that I plan on doing, pairing the shorts with that top. All right. So let's go ahead and move over to the next thing. So the next thing is another top. Now I plan on, now this is not like 100% sewed and solid and in stone, but I do want to use some of this fabric that I picked up from Joann's last year. Okay. So it's some purple going on with the leaves, flowers, whatever, but the background is pink. Now I have two plans in mind for it, but I think I'm just going to do the top instead of the skirt. But this top I want to do is this new pattern that just came out for early spring. I want to do view A for this top in this fabric. I think that would be super cute to do, and then just pair it either with some pink pants or some purple pants, one or the other. I think it will probably be pink pants instead. All right. Now, I also thought about using this skirt, this fabric for this skirt. Tell me what you think about this skirt. I think it would be amazing in the top, but not necessarily the skirt, but do the skirt in a solid pink, but like a little darker pink than what she's wearing. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. All right. But this is the plan that I plan on doing. Now, one plan that I'm going to tell you that I do plan on doing is utilizing a pair of pants using 9891. And I have that pattern in my stash, but I don't have the fabric to show you. So I do plan on using that pattern, and I'm going to put it up on the screen so you're able to see it, both patterns side by side. So if I use 9892, also use 9891, and make the pant as well. All right, so one's gonna be a solid, one's gonna be this print. Don't know which one's gonna be what yet, but that's the plan. All right, and let's go ahead and move over to the last thing, which I wanna make a motor jacket. Let's talk about it. So the last plan that I have is to make a motor jacket. Y'all know it is in this pink corduroy fabric that I picked up from Joann's. Now, this has been on my list for a while to make, and I think I want to use this pattern as the moto jacket. Simplicity 8174. This pattern has been sold out for many years. I have done this pattern before. Many moons ago, I did it in a black. I gave it away simply because it no longer fits. So I feel like I want to do it again. I made this pattern like literally, I want to say a year or two after having my son. And it did fit. I think what it was it did not fit anymore in a bust. I don't know how after having a child you gain breast tissue. Don't ask me, but my band got bigger. My boobs got bigger after breastfeeding, and we are here. So that's what happened, and I could no longer fit it. So I since then donated the motor jacket to, of course, a sibling, and now it's time for me to make another one. I want to pair this with the slip dress that I made. So I think that would be amazing, and some tops and pants and stuff like that. But those are all the plans that I have going into the rest of my pink and red board, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this. Now, the lining that I have for this, because you will need some lining, it is currently in my stash. Okay, I forgot to grab it for you so you could see that as well. But those are all the plans that I have in terms of finishing up the red and pink board. Tell me your thoughts on the plans that I have in the comment section below. All right, so there you have it. Those are all the plans moving into the remainder of the month for this red and pink Make 9 2024 collection that I am doing in red and pink. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's short, sweet, and to the point, but if this video was educational, informative, and fun, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. If you missed the reveal of the Make 9, like I said before, it will be in the description box below as well as on the end screen, so you're not missing a thing. All right, well, that's it for this video. Until next time, keep sewing.
They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate.